GHB TV. Perfect. Bodies, bodies. Talk to me. Mikhail Fox, Sergey Bohachuk. This Saturday, they fighting in Cali. Listen, a lot of people not gonna like this prediction. A lot of people not gonna like what I gotta say. And guess what? We're here to talk about it. But Big Rambo, what up? But listen, I like I like Mikhail Fox in this fight. Dev Hall, what up? I like Mikhail Fox in this fight. I ain't gonna lie, the boxing source. What's going on? I'm gonna put the link in the chat in a few. But listen, I like Mikhail Fox. I think he the better boxer. I think he the smarter fighter. I think he the sharper fighter. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? I know y'all like Bochuk. I know he the puncher. I know. But I like Mikhail Fox. Southpaw, tall, rangy. First time fighting at 54. I know he gonna feel a little stronger. It's just some little intangibles that I like about this fight. How you deal with the pressure, how anybody else got to deal with it. You got to box around it. He ain't no pussy if that's what you asking me. I tell you that right now, he ain't no bitch. You feel me? I know my boy. I got him pulling it off. A lot of people, gee, you just talking shit. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Trust me. Oh, make original. What's up, cousin? Yeah, if I fight a nigga my size, I'm cooking him. I ain't even trying to be on some cocky shit. I'm just saying, I've been telling them niggas that for a long time. You give me a nigga my size, I'm sending him. And that's because my mama, ever since I was a youngin', had me fighting these big motherfuckers. So I just got used to fighting big motherfuckers. So I blame my mom for that shit, man. Blame my mom for making me think I could be fighting these big ass niggas. You feel me? Appreciate the love and support, man. First of all, shout out to everybody that's tapping in. Shout out to everybody that's on their way. Shout out to everybody that's here currently. You know what I mean? The link is in the chat. If you want to get in here, get on in here. Get on up in here. I like Mikhail Fox, man. I just think he the better boxer. I think he just gonna make it easy. Not easy like not to the point he gonna make it look like Bohachuk not shit, but man, he gonna clean boy up. I mean, I like Fox. Yo, they fucking me up, man. I can't see. Yeah, y'all definitely gotta hit that like button. I can't even see the likes right now. I like Fox. And he from Philly. No, he from DMV. He from Maryland. He from Maryland. Sir, look all the titles we looking at. Sir, hey boy, Chuck is going to destroy Mikhail Fox. People talking crazy on the internet. I don't know, man. I like Mikhail, man. My guy, what's up with you?
Yo, what up? GHB in the building. What's happening?
How you feel, Jr?
Man, all good, man. All good. Looking forward to this joint coming up. Man, I don't know what's going on outside. It's supposed to be throwing down outside where I'm at, man. What's happening?
What you mean?
Like thunderstorm or some shit going
Oh,
down
all
right
right,
now.
all right. I thought you said some crazy shit's about to happen.
Oh, no, no,
Nah,
no, no, no. I ain't going, nah, I don't have to be ducking nothing around here, at least where I'm at. You
I
feel me?
know, I know a lot of people not educated on Mikhail Fox, and they think it's just gonna be an easy fight for Boachuk. What you think?
Nah, man. I mean, I talked with him, a few weeks ago when he was at the the Greg Outlaw joint at Bowie State. He said, man, he been ready. He been in camp ready to go. But he said he got word that Bohachuk ain't been fully getting ready for this joint here. So I gotta confirm if they fighting at a catch weight, because that's what Michael Fox told me, is that it was gonna be at a catch weight, not at 154.
So a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Hmm. How you think that? How you think that suits Michael Fox going up to 54 or possibly even a little bigger?
I think it's gonna be better for him, because usually you know how sometimes when they be in these fights, whether it's gonna be like at that 154, whatever, a number of the fighters, they go down to that particular weight, or gradually get down to that particular weight, so he
Hmm.
don't have to like cut down as much in camp. So
Hmm.
he's pretty much in camp, in the gym doing work, instead of trying to cut any weight. But he's like 6'7" or some shit. So he's almost like Sebastian Fedor and shit. So he
Yeah.
don't really have to cut that much weight.
And part of the reason that I'm thinking he gonna do great in this fight is because being that tall, like you said, they between 6'5" and like 6'7". They kind of tall. They tall. I mean, not kind of tall. They tall as shit.
Yeah,
And I fought his brother at 54. His brother was strong and fast at that weight. So I'm saying them two having the same frame, but just fighting out of different stances, and their styles are a little different. You know what I mean? But I just think Mike Fox gonna feel great that night. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
man.
I don't really have a whole lot of reasons why. I do think he the better boxer. I think he's sharper. I think defense wise, he's slicker than what he looked like. And I think 54 is gonna be a good fill out for him, like you said.
Yeah. And with this drink, like you was talking about, you don't necessarily have to make 54. It might be 54 plus two. Sometimes they, do that, when it comes to some bouts. So you don't have to worry about that. And the thing with Bohachuk, I mean, he went through his bout against Virgil Ortiz, but then, after that, what was it? He fought Ismail Davis or something. So, but I I don't really rate Davis that high. So
Hmm.
I think he's going to be in a whole different joint here against Michael Fox on Saturday.
Hmm. I think, especially if he's been slacking like y'all say he has. I mean, we don't know if that's 100% true, but if that's the case, and he taking my boy light, he might get his head boxed though. That's what I think.
Yeah. hmm So I mean that's why I'm looking forward to in this bout coming up.
Yeah. What's going on though? What else? What else been popping?
Man, folks out around my way talking about the joint there with Tank and Lamont, seeing if it's finally gonna be official with that rematch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Monroe Jr. posted some on RG, had the thing there for a location, and the location said rematch. So I don't
Mm.
know, man. Maybe they got the phone call. You know what I'm saying? They had a thing there to book T-Mobile Arena for August 16th. So yeah, people are
Oh, they
speculating.
wait. They gonna wait all the way till August.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Because
shit.
I mean, shoot, it was
Uh
supposed to
oh.
be June. It ain't June. They thought it would be July. July gonna be Pacquiao and Barrio, so it's going to August.
Okay. What you think about the rematch?
I think it's gonna be more for me. It's gonna be more on Tank, because Roach is gonna be prepared either way, and he
Hmm.
ain't. We seen in the first fight he wasn't intimidated by Tank at the slightest, because I mean he's been familiar with Tank for so many years. So it's more about how Tank prepared for this particular bout in comparison to the first one.
Hmm. I think. I think. We get. I think we start off from round 13. I think they're gonna get right at it. It's gonna have to be some adjustments made, of course, but I kind of see the same fight. To be honest, to be totally honest, I think we get the same fight. I think they both gonna be trying to figure out ways to get in there, but somebody in this fight is gonna have to step on the gas a little bit more to take it. Because if you match the styles like in the first fight, it was a close fight. You know what I mean? Tank taking the
Mhm.
knee, that was out of pocket. And he knew he was wrong for that, and he got to make it right. At the same time, Lamont was able to keep up with him and take over at times, but he didn't take over the fight. So I feel like somebody got to take over the fight this time.
Like a number of folks were pretty much saying like it was 7 rounds to 5 or 6 rounds to 6. 7 rounds to 5 either way because they didn't feel like no one like was head and shoulders above the other fighter in that joint.
Yeah.
The first few rounds that I was there watching it, I'm like Tank was really like moving around a little bit or having like subtle movements to like get away from Roach or try to get away like from a range standpoint. So I don't know if he's gonna start a little bit faster here in this rematch.
hmm I like. I think Tate got to use his jab more. You know what I mean? Set up his punches a little more. And I think Lamont just got to pick it up. I mean, this is a great fight. I'm glad. I'm glad Tank not making him wait, and having him sitting around waiting on him and trying to figure out what's next and this and that. You know what I mean? I'm glad they getting right back to it, man. Hey, Swad Jones, I appreciate the donation, brother. You didn't have to do that, but you did. Appreciate the love. But I think this is going to be a great fight for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really, really great fight here. Can't wait for that joint, man. It was
EH,
happening.
what up? What's
Gee,
up?
what's happening?
What's up, OG? Talk to me.
Man, listen. Hey, what's up, Sauce? What's going
Yo,
on?
yo, what's happening, man?
I think Michael should win this fight, man.
Yeah, why you
Honestly,
say?
because I've seen him fight before. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I know sometimes he can. First of all, he's got a lot of experience. You know what I mean? He's
Mm,
been fighting for a minute, man, and he know what he's doing in the ring. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He don't only look intelligent; he is intelligent. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Um,
I mean, hey, you got that nickname, the Professor.
Yeah,
So
I mean, because he looked like it. You know what I'm saying? He look, you wouldn't even think he fight. You know what I mean? Motherfucker pick a fight with him and they be mad as a motherfucker. Like, damn, why the fuck with this dude? You
Right.
know what I mean? But yeah, man, nah, he's intelligent in that ring, man. He got a lot of experience, man. He's tough. You know what I mean? I feel like he knows his way around the ring. He probably should win that joint, man. I know Bochuk is tough, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough, man. But that's a good fight, though.
It
That's
is.
a sleeper. That's a sleeper, man. That's a sleeper. When is that?
He said it's gonna be in August. I mean, oh no, they fighting this weekend. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Bochuk and Fox is fighting this weekend. Hey, brother Khalid, what's up? What y'all froze on me?
it looked like bro froze on you. You hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, I can hear you clear.
Yeah, bet.
Can you hear me?
Your joint going in and out.
Can you hear me?
It's going in and out. I can hear you, but it's going in and out. You must be in the mountains.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, in the mountains or the middle of I-10 somewhere like Alabama or something. I don't know though. Yeah.
Yo,
Brother
Yo,
Khalid,
yo, what's good?
talk to me, cousin.
Hey, bro, I think that well, first I had Boachuk kind of getting him, but once my man kind of dropped that info about Boachuk ain't been training as hard, then that made me kind of want to rethink it. And I'm like, all right, he just got the Virgil B-side money, then he got the turkey out of sheik bread, so he might have been moving around a little bit, splurging a little bit with that money. Sending some money overseas for the war and all that, you know what I'm saying? So he like might not be locked in, but I haven't seen enough of Fox though, Greg. I ain't gonna hold you, cause last time I seen him, he was getting stopped by a mean machine. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that was the last time I seen him
Well, he
doing
never
something.
been he never been stopped though.
Oh, mean machine didn't stop him.
No.
Oh, all right, okay, so he just lost then. Okay, I thought he
yeah,
had
he
got
lost
stopped.
that. Yeah, it was a clear
Okay,
loss, but
all right,
yeah, he
bet.
had a couple of fights last year over this way. You know what I mean? Because he signed with the local promoter over here, DC area. So
All right, cool. All right, well, I mean, okay, that is something. And then, like, he always fought at welterweight.
yeah, pretty much was at welterweight there. You know what I mean?
All right, well, I mean, so he like moving up. So like y'all said, like he is he should be more comfortable. He ain't got to cut as much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he was really like a puncher like that anyway. So it's really like maybe the power will carry up, or like maybe like the strength will be there. But I
Hmm.
don't
Yeah.
know. Boachuk is a real guy at 54. I really rate Boachuk high
Hmm.
at like 54. So, you know what I'm saying? He really like one of them. He like high in the rankings, and like all of them, I seen him scrap. He gave good scraps to Virgil. He stopped Ishmael Davies. He beat the shit out of Brian Moldova. Boza broke his nose.
Hmm. I don't know. He went out too.
Damn,
What's going on with the connection, man? Where y'all
man,
at?
man, it better not be like StreamYard tripping or something, man. I don't know.
Sometimes StreamYard do be acting crazy though.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know, but I can hear you clear though. What else you got cooking, Source?
man. Shoot, what I went through, man. Like the joint for the that thing for Canelo Crawford,
Mm.
because he's saying like he putting reports out that they gonna move the date, and then I see from like some other reporter they don't believe it. They don't believe it. So I don't know how they gonna run that, because Friday, I thought Friday would be something there to put it in Legion Stadium and try to have it on Netflix. And now it's like Turkey or somebody saying like, nah, we're gonna move it to the 13th or something.
So now they gonna put the fight on Saturday night.
Yeah, that's what they talking about, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if they move it the day behind, that ain't bad. I'm thinking you about to say they about to change the whole month.
Oh no, 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 they ain't doing that.
Nah, but they
Nope.
But
talking
I'm
about changing the city though and all that though. They don't really know what city they thinking about. They had New York, L.A., Vegas.
Vegas, yeah,
Yeah, I
I
seen that they
think
about.
I think Vegas is proper though.
Yeah, I seen that they about to have that Hamza, Shiraz, and that Berlanga and that Shakur joint at the
yeah,
tennis stadium in Queens.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a solid location. Like, have y'all been there before? Y'all know what it look like in there?
No.
Nah,
I don't think it's one of those spots
they
that they
said
use for boxers.
now I was talking about it like a couple hours ago, because it got like the Arthur Ashe Stadium over there in that same area, because it got all the tennis joints that be happening there in Queens. So it's a like it's about 14,000 capacity stadium for this one. So
That's
maybe
decent.
a good little joint there for a card like that.
How
For
y'all
sure.
think that Eric Belonga and like Hamza Shiraz scrap gonna go? I think Eric Belanga gotta beat him. He either gotta knock him out or like just really beat the shit out of him, because I think they trying to set up that Hamza and Saul fight. You know what I'm saying? I think they trying to
Hmm.
set that up. So he gonna have to, cause that's Turkey Al Sheik, man. So I think Eric gotta beat the shit out of him in order to. I don't think he gonna win him on the card. So how y'all see that scrap going?
I
We
think
hey, we might have a repeat of Hamza Shiraz versus Carlos Adames with your boy stepping up to the ring.
yeah,
Oh man,
yeah.
yo, that'd be crazy.
I think for me, right, Berlanga got to be disciplined. He got to. This will be the night he got to really use his skills. He used his skills against Canelo, but it was a lot. It was a lot like emotion in that fight. They was kind of just getting it in. And he was on defense a lot. I think this fight he got to be more offensive, but he has to be sharp. Shiraz has the kind of height and he knows range where he can make Berlanga miss and make him pay. So I do think Berlanga going to win though. I do think Berlanga going to win, but Berlanga, he can't go in there underestimating him, and he got to be sharp. He got to be using his jab. He got to use his boxing skills to get to him. Of course, get to the body a little bit. And work your short shots, the uppercuts and the hook, little short shots on the inside, things like that. But I think Berlanga will beat him for sure, especially
Yeah,
because Shiraz showed me against Adames, even though they saying he on that level, he not really on that level. Like, you know what I mean? Because he was a little afraid to pull the trigger. And I
yeah,
think and I think the fact that he went up in competition, I think that had him a little nervous. I mean, yeah, that might have also shook some of it off, but he going up in weight too. So I think that's where things get a little difficult.
Hmm.
They say Hamza might have broke his. Well, he showed his hand in that fight, like he might have broke his hand in that fight. So that might have gave him some shit as well. I thought Carlos Adames, that was like one of the best performances I seen by Carlos Adames. He was coming forward beautifully, catching punches, had a good jab, worked the body, kept it on the inside. He was making them miss, like slipping shit, rolling shit. That was a great scrap. Yeah, Greg. So I'm like with you on everything you said. I don't think Hamza Shiraz really on that level. They just trying to make him that because he Turkey guy and all that. So I don't really
Mhm.
see that. And then what? Hey yo, as far as that William and Shakur. How y'all see that going, bro? How y'all see that shit going?
That's really a fight that I'm looking forward to. The reason I'm saying that is because I believe Williams Zepeda is going to bring the best out of Shakur, or he's going to prove something that night. Um, his intensity level is what we need for Shakur to force Shakur's hand. What I mean by that is all the slack Shakur catch about not letting his hands go and not fighting enough. This would be the night he has to definitely fight. You know what I mean? I think Shakur definitely got the better footwork. He definitely the better boxer. We know all of that. But uh Zapata knows what he has to do, meaning he gonna have to jump on Shakur as soon as the bell ring. If he try to go in there and try to think a little bit too much, try to overthink the situation, he gonna just get outboxed. I think he just gonna get outworked and outboxed. But I do think this has the potential to be a great fight because of the styles. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yo, I thought Zepeda had something there when he defeated Giovanni Cabrera last year. Like that was like easy work for him. And then he had the first fight with Tevin Farmer, and I felt like Tevin Farmer won that fight. You know,
Hmm.
I thought of course, scoring a knockdown and outboxing Zepeda for the majority of that fight. I thought he was going to get the decision, but they didn't get it to him. Ended up having a rematch, and Zepeda just outpointed him in the rematch. So here, I just think it's an opportunity, as you said, for either Shakur Stevenson to show up and show out, or you're going to see like a really really tough fight there from Williams Zepeda. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if Stevenson has the opportunity to like really show like it could be a almost like a Floyd Mayweather Arturo Gatti type thing. I
Mm.
mean, this could be an opportunity because the pay will be like right in front of you. So if you're able to, utilize the best of your defense and offense there, then you could have pretty much a performance almost like that. But it just remains to be seen there. But I'm looking forward to it.
I think
Mm.
that Shakur hands is a thing that we gotta consider in the scrap. Like
Hmm.
he having hand problems, and you really gotta be able to place them punches, be able to have a good jab. Like if you gonna be moving, like how you gonna be moving, or even if you gonna keep it at the center of the ring, like them hands gotta be together. So I think that's just a fair thing to ask, or like just to keep it in mind, keep it in context. Like, bro, how is this man hands? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he really ready for that? You know what I'm saying? Because William Cepeda, you're right. He can't be in there thinking. Like what you did to Tevin Farmer, coming, valiant punches coming forward. I think that William Cepeda, what will stop him from winning the fight, I don't necessarily like his head movement. Like, I don't think he move his head enough. He got subtle defense, but I don't but he and sometimes I don't think he jab enough on the way in. But maybe he'll work on that leading up to this fight. But man, I think that William, if he brings the intensity level and like bring that energy and that fire, then you're right. We could see the best, Stevenson. But uh, his hands is something that we do need to consider, though. You know what I'm saying? His hands is something. Hey, Greg, look, I watched the whole shit with the Saul and Terrence Crawford, and then and it was some good points made. I just want to pose the other side of the points and then just hear how you argue 'em. So,
Mhm.
like, there's the thing about being that Saul has been in there with heavier punchers, like really been up there with like 168 guys, and like
Mhm.
had to slip, roll, take punches from like larger men and all that. Like there is a thing about like if I don't have to worry about what's coming at me, then I'm gonna keep coming forward nonstop, landing shots and all that. And then Bud hasn't had he hasn't slipped punches from 168 pounders in like real fights with them tens, like with them tens on. So it's different. So I just think that
Mm.
we all know it's a fight and you're gonna get hit. So it's like it's still questions about can he take these punches? Like we saw him get hit in like the Madrimov fight with that right hand and that southpaw stance, and we know that's a whole got a great right hand. Like, can you take these punches? Is your defense good enough and all that? And how you gonna feel going up to 168 with a year and a half layoff? It's not about what you walk around at. It's not about what you. It's about what you fight at. So it's like being in there. I'm almost done too. Being in there, like
No,
having
you good?
yeah, like having fought these, haven't been in like a real fight at like 168. Haven't had to slip these punches, take these punches. You know what I'm saying? Being inactive, haven't fought in like a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? And you're moving up, and you're 38 and all that. Like it's just a tall task. And it's like, and you're not gonna beat a Canelo in Vegas on the back foot. Like you gonna have to in Vegas at Legion Stadium, whatever the fuck with the money, man. It's boxing, as you know. You spoke on this on your channel. You gonna have to beat the shit like Triple G, like Bevo beat the shit out of Canelo, or he just dominated him. Like he beat him, he beat the shit out of him in like a tactical way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Where it was just nothing he could do. Like Triple G, like the reason that fight was so, it's like yo, he beat him. Like Floyd beat him, and then last thing I'll say, I think that saying that well Floyd beat him, it's like yo, Terrence Crawford, with all due respect, is not Floyd Mayweather. He's not
Hmm.
that. He don't fight like that, and he not. And it was some stipulations in that fight. That fight was fought at a catch weight. Asaul was younger. It was just a different scrap. Like
Yeah.
ain't no stipulations. You're coming up to my weight class at 168. I'm not on no clauses. I'm not on none of that. So just what are your thoughts on all on like those points of what I'm saying? Like,
I
and
mean,
Canelo's a skilled fighter. Like, he's a
I
great
mean,
fucking
of
fighter.
course,
Go ahead, bro.
I,
My
I
fault.
mean, I mean, of course, there are points and they great points, right? The number one thing is we won't know until they get in there. That's one. Two, people keep talking about power like Bud can't punch. The one, what's the one thing Bud has that Floyd doesn't have?
You
The
go, Caleb.
punch. The punch. You know what I mean? Floyd beating with skills, speed, right? Bud might not be as fast as Floyd. And guess what? I don't want to keep comparing him to Floyd because that's not the type of fight it's gonna be. It's gonna be a different type of fight. What you everything you saying about the weight is exactly right. And you right about Canelo. The thing is, people keep never minding that this man got 60 plus fights. He ain't no kid neither. You know what I'm saying? He gonna his body has been going through a lot getting ready for these fights. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not is the strength part, it plays a factor, but we really don't know. We really don't know how strong Bud is. We really don't know how effective his power is. And guess what? We do know, but we know at lighter weight classes. This is the first time we'll see him at 168. And then people try to compare the fight at 54, but we talking about again a different style. When you watch him and Madrimov was on his toes the whole time, bouncing in and out. 'Cause like you said, Canelo gonna be trying to press him, trying to intimidate him. But what that is he we do know he's gonna be in front of Terrence Crawford. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? He not gonna be able to be so quick and get up out of there. He might be able to, like he has it, but is he gonna feel like that that night? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he might be thinking like everybody else thinking, I'm too big and strong for this guy. But I keep telling people, Canelo is not a natural 68. Yeah, he been there, but he's not a natural 68. So I feel like when you put the extra weight on Bud, they're gonna look the same size. They gonna look Bud might still look a little more lanky because his arm length and things like that. His limbs is a little different. So he might not look that wide. He might not look that husky. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the strength will be there, the speed will be there. But to be honest, I don't know until we see it. But what I can say is, Bud Crawford is an undefeated fighter, not because he can fight, but he's very determined. He's not going to let you beat him. He one of those guys. I'm not saying he's going to beat Canelo off of that, but I'm just saying that's what history has shown me with his career. He's not just going to let you beat him. He's a guy you got to kill. Now, does Canelo have the capabilities? Does he have the arsenal? Yeah, he does. But we got to be fair. Canelo's been slowing down. You know what I'm saying? And it was a great point that I made about fighting guys that's bigger. When you fighting bigger guys, most of the time they slower. Most of the time they slower. The reaction time is slower. And guess what? You're shooting at a bigger target. Now you're shooting at a guy who's looking at you dead in the eye. He's just size. So those wide shots that you get away with throwing, you might not get away with that with a guy your size. And this is why I'm saying that. I just recently fought a guy my size for the first time in a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing somebody asked me, they said, Greg, why you ain't throw that overhand? I said, because the one of the reasons I throw that shot is because I'm in there with bigger guys and I'm trying to hit them right on their shit. When I'm in there with a smaller guy, the first thing I'm thinking about is skills and speed because he right in front of me. He not like big old guy where I gotta reach for him. He right here. So if I would have opened up for the overhand, I probably would that shit probably would have shot over back his head, hit him in his back or some shit. Because that's the dynamics when you in there with a guy your size. So when you in there with a guy your size, you got to shorten up your punches. You know what I mean? If you don't understand what I'm saying, then think about Lamont Roach and Tank. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
remember that. Yeah,
You got to,
yeah.
you got to, them shots got to be short and sweet. You know what I mean? Them wide shots ain't gonna work when you in there with a guy your size. Not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they do. But I'm just saying, when the last time we seen Canelo in there with a guy who wasn't scared of him, for one, you know what I mean, or respected him to the point they didn't throw their punches. You know what I'm saying? We see Berlanga in there with him.
Jaime Munguia wasn't scared of him. He was throwing his punches.
Yeah, but
And he
guess
got
what?
knocked
But
down.
yeah, but guess what though? Jaime Munguia education compared to Canelo's, Jaime Munguia is in the third grade.
Yeah.
Canelo is a college graduate. You get
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That you and you're right. Jaime wasn't scared, but Jaime, his education ain't that deep neither.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he keeps switching coaches. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You got to
yeah,
look at what's going on around these guys. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Bud been with the same team since the amateurs. You know what I
Mm.
mean? This dude totally believes in himself. He not scared of him. You know what I mean? And I think them having that face off over in Saudi, I thought that was perfect. You know what I mean? Because that really made the intensity level go up. It's going to just be a great fight. Now I could be totally wrong,
Mm.
but just from what I know about Bud Crawford, I just think this is going to be a great fight, and I think he going to pull it off.
Now look, my ball. Hey yo, hey, last point, bro. Then you can hop in on it because I know I've been talking. I just want to ask Greg one more question. If Bud Crawford gets hit with one of them shots on the shoulder, similar to Charlo got hit like in the second or third round, and it's just
Yeah,
like, oh shit, like that 168 punch is different. And
yeah.
he starts to get it on the back foot, and it starts to look like a fight that maybe is similar. Because I don't necessarily know. Like I think this, like I don't know if Bud he ain't no fool. He ain't no stupid dude. Like Muggs know that this is generational money. This is like a retirement check. I don't have to go in here and take years off my life getting
Yeah,
beat the fuck up for the
yeah.
for the for the sake of a good fight. Now, if he goes in and the fight look like Charlo, are we looking at him differently, or are we just gonna say he just dared to be great and it just wasn't his night? And it's just how
I
we
mean,
looking at him.
it depends on who's saying it. But this is one thing that people forget to take into consideration. One is a man's heart. Everybody's heart is different. I mean, you got guys who they have the heart of a teacher and they're a thinking man. But then
Mm-hmm.
you got guys who have a heart of a suicide bomber. They don't
Mm-hmm.
give a fuck. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They'll die. You know what I mean? And guess what? They'll be proud about it. You know what I mean? I died with honor. You know what I mean? You got guys with that type of heart. Another thing we don't take into consideration is a guy's how could you say his ability to absorb pain. You get what I'm saying? Some people, what you think is a hard shot, somebody else might not think is a hard shot.
That's
You know what I
fair.
mean? Because of how they built. You know what I mean? And this is why I'm saying that. When the last time we see Canelo really put somebody to sleep? You know what I mean?
He ain't put nobody to sleep because them dudes is all bigger.
But
they bigger though. They
but listen
those
what
big dudes.
Yep.
but listen to what I'm saying. You could be big and still get put to sleep.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit don't mean nothing. You could be big and still go to sleep.
Shit,
M-
Berlanga
m-
was a cruiserweight in that joint, and he still put
Yeah,
him down.
yeah, but going down and being out is two different things.
You right?
So I'm saying this because that's what it come down to. Because you can't measure a performance. Okay, we looked at Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney and what he did, right? And a lot of us, we tried to never mind the fact that he was on the Ostarine, right? Because everybody think they scientists and everybody, well, it was only 0.88 and all this crazy shit, right? But guess what? Off of that performance, we said, Rolly don't have a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Rolly went in there and made Ryan look like a pussy.
He did.
You get what I'm saying? Because you know why? For one, I don't respect him. For two, I'm not scared of him. Three, I'm gonna go at him. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give him the chance to go at me. So what I'm saying is what makes great fighters is the fact that they even willing to get in there. One, but two is I don't give a fuck about him. I don't give a fuck about what he did to Charlo. I don't give a fuck about what he did to James Kirkland. I don't give a fuck about Triple G. They not me. You know what I'm saying? One of the things one of my first coaches told me, he said, a guy could be 100-0, right? Guess what? You ain't a part of that 100.
Mm-hmm.
You not them guys. You got to look at yourself like, man, I'm something different. And yeah, that could just be a dream, but then it could be a reality too. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I think what makes Bud Crawford a great fighter is the fact he don't give a fuck. He not scared. People try to bring up the fact he get knocked down or he got hurt. That's what's supposed to happen in boxing. Guys
True.
get hit with shots. Sometimes you get hurt. Sometimes you don't. I think this is the fight we need, and I think Canelo is gonna come prepared. I think he gonna try to come out there and mix it up, meaning he gonna fight, but he gonna box too. I think he gonna box too because he know every time he been in there with a black fighter, they give me a little bit trouble with that rhythm. That rhythm
That's
give me a little trouble. Laura, Danny
mm-hmm.
Jacobs, Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they beat him up. I'm just saying they gave him trouble. Now you got
Yeah.
a guy who fighting from the orthodox stance and the southpaw stance, and he don't give a fuck. So that's why I'm giving Bud all the credit I'm giving him. And a lot of people, how many people say they want the fight to really fight? A lot of them want the fight for the money. I think Bud really want the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, nah, no. This is why I'm gonna say nah on that because
Hmm.
there's footage. Now, granted, before I say this, people have a right to change their mind. Everybody got a right to get new information and change their mind. But there's compilation videos and interviews of him saying, yo, it's weight class for a reason. I ain't going up there with them guys and all that. Like, nah, I ain't going, I'm staying down here, boom, boom, boom. So now granted, you can see something and feel like you want something, like I said, change your mind. But off rip, because he was just really on some like, nah, I'm a fight Bud. I mean, I'm a fight Spence, I'm a fight Charlo, then I'm done. So but then he saw Charlo fight, fight Saul, and he changed his mind, rightfully so. But I don't think he was just round just eyeing Canelo like, yo, I can really go up there. Bro, this is for me, because the same shit what you saying, Bud don't give a fuck. Canelo don't give a fuck either. He has the
For
same
sure.
type of I don't give a fuck, and he's arguably done it against better opposition at higher weight classes as a smaller man, which really displays the level of skills he has as a smaller man, being up at these weight classes as a smaller man. Now, if you want to critique who he's fought, when he fought him, and all that, and like resumes, then yeah, okay, we could do that with everybody. But just sheer off, you started off at 150, 154. No, you started off at 140, and you're campaigning at 168, and you cleared out the weight classes outside of David Benavidez. outside of him. It's like, all right. So it's like he went in there with Triple G, Laura, Beevil, Floyd, motherfucking Shay, Kodo. We could just name them off. So he's like a dog as well. He don't give a fuck either. So I
For
don't want to
sure.
just put that all on Bud like that. It's like, yo, you don't even do the shit he do it. If like like you said one time in your live, every man got that fuck it button. Terrence Crawford got the fuck it button. Saul got the fuck it button. So I think that yes, Bud is gonna he don't have no fear at all. But this is also like a check and a great payday. And
Of course.
like and he's able to and he was really able to leverage the Earl Spence. He beat the shit out of Earl Spence so bad that he was able to leverage this into the Saul fight, which is excellent for him. And I want to see my brother get paid and all that because I think he just a good man, did a lot of great work in boxing, and I think he's gonna do some great work where he from. But bro, I don't know about that. He just want to fight. I ain't saying he gonna go in there scared, but I just seen so much. Like he was talking like that. Like we seen it. Like he was saying, nah, it's weight classes. I know, that'll be a good fight. This is really like some video game shit, bro. If I'm gonna be a buck
Hey,
and not sit on it, go ahead.
hey, Khalid,
Yeah.
you ever been lied to?
Yes, sir.
So a man say something out his mouth, couldn't he just been talking?
He definitely could have been doing that, but it was just constant accounts. He could have
I'm gonna go again.
yeah.
When you ever seen a serial killer admit to being a serial killer?
When I seen it,
No,
I
when
ain't
have you, huh?
no, say it again. Say it again. I missed it.
I said, when have you ever seen a serial killer admit to being a serial killer while they was active?
Mm, I ain't seen it.
You get what I'm trying to say? People, when you in the business of boxing, sometimes you gonna say shit just because you don't want to sound out of your mind. The reason I'm saying that, that man, that same man we talked about, when Earl Spence was at his height, he told Earl Spence to his face, "I'ma stop you."
He said that. He
This
did
is
say that.
before, this is before any accidents.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I'm gonna stop you." And everybody laughed. Everybody said he too small. He too
Mm-hmm.
small. He let Gamboa hurt him. That's what everybody said. When the day came, broke his ass.
He
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
He did.
What I'm saying is, when we live in our lives, if you could think back, people say all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the actions is what we only can judge them by.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like a motherfucker be like, "Oh, I never hit a girl." Next thing you know, he on the news.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's the nigga that, "Oh yeah, I get money. I go to work every day." Whole
Mm-hmm.
time he robbing banks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This the life we live. So I'm trying to tell you, in this game, yeah, people gonna say shit sometimes that be like, all right, it sound like he don't want no trouble. But he might be saying that because it's a such thing as playing possum.
Okay. That's fair.
When you
All right.
when you say shit like that, people take you off their radar the whole
Mm-hmm.
time. Whole time they on your radar though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Floyd,
Sleep
Floyd
on them.
fight, Floyd fighting at 135. We would have never thought we was gonna see him fight De La Hoya at 54.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it
Mm-hmm.
happened. And that
Okay.
was the and that you know why he wanted the De La Hoya fight? Because that was the fight that was gonna make him Money Mayweather.
That's true.
Listen,
You know? So when I'm saying Bud want this fight, I'm not saying he don't want the money. Hell yeah, he want the money.
Yeah.
If they call me right now for the money, I'm gonna go get the money. You
Right.
crazy?
and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
what Floyd say? I'm a prize fighter. That's what I'm supposed to fight for. A
yeah,
prize. You feel me?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So of course he want the money, but after he fight Canelo, if he win, now we saying what about him?
He a
As he
pound for
said,
pound all time great.
hey,
That's
as
all.
he said before his fight against Spence, he said this is the Terrence Crawford era. So here he has his other step to pretty much solidified that it is the Terrence Crawford era, because you're talking about two guys that are basically the top two guys in the sport of boxing in the past, what, 10 years at the very least?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to say, hey, the winner of this fight is the clear-cut number one fighter in the past 10 to 15 years. He wants
And
that
Okay.
opportunity.
I'm gonna throw this in there. When I keep saying Canelo got 60 plus fights, did you notice out of nowhere this knee brace?
Nah, yeah, he
Canelo,
was wearing that knee brace. I remember the knee brace back with the Daniel Jacobs joint and like
Yeah.
the Triple G joint back
but
then. Like,
but let's be for real. Canelo didn't come over here with the knee brace.
mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is the reason I'm pointing that out is the body breaks down.
It
The
does.
body breaks down. We got
Mhm.
old men out here with humps in their back and they falling over. And he like, yeah, I used to be 6 foot. Now he 5'5" because his
Mm-hmm.
body broken. What
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to say is, after all those training camps, after all those fights against all those big guys, he's slowing down.
Yeah. That's what
This
I
I
is
saw in this fight. That's what I saw in this fight here against William Skull. Like, you would think that he would be a guy that would properly cut off the ring against William Skull, no matter how much Skull was moving. But you really didn't see that much of that because
and
of the whole thing. Like you said, his body's breaking down, and that knee is really, really doing the work on him. I feel like
so
that's what the case is.
if you do the math, Terrence Crawford is getting better every time we watch him fight. How can we can't really tell if Bud's slowing down. We can't.
did. Is he looking better? Did he look better in the Madrimal fight than he did
Let's
in the
say,
Earl Spence fight?
You
all
know,
right, so let's say the Madrimal fight, he looked stagnant. Before
Yeah.
that, right before that, he was getting better every time, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, facts.
What I'm saying is he might have more gas in his tank than Canelo got, because Canelo done gave his soul to this shit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Bud is on his way to giving his soul. This is the fight because it's perfect timing. I'm catching him on the end.
it's all
That's
about
fair.
matchups too, because you talk about Spence. Spence was like there pretty much right in front of Crawford. So he didn't have to worry about Spence moving in and out of the pocket all too much because he's going to be right there. And he had the thing with the reach advantage over Spence. You seen that early in the fight. And once he saw that and realized that, it was pretty much a wrap from that. Compare that to a Madrimov that has, like, subtle movements, able to move in and out of the pocket, able to move side to side. So it took a little while for Bud to like properly adjust to that. Here, he don't have to really worry about that against Canelo. Canelo's going to be right in front of him. He's going to have those hands up, high guard, moving 1-2, 1-2, unless if he's moving off to the side to try to cut off, and he's going to start throwing those punches. You know, those body punches, basically. As long as he's able to just put punches together, that's what Crawford has to worry about in this particular fight. But if he fights a smart fight and he's able to, have the reach advantage and properly use it on Canelo, then that could make it a real good fight for him on September.
I think
And
that Canelo's defense is very underrated. I think when y'all
yeah,
say he like gonna be there in front of him, yeah, but nah, like
It's
Canelo got parries. I mean, yeah, I got what you saying. Like he gonna
yeah,
be in the high guard, he gonna be there, but a Canelo slip punches well, he parries punches well. You know what I'm saying? He pull drop like on punches well, like
catch
cause
and
I
shoot
rewatch,
too.
yeah, catch and shoot very well. Like he gonna beat it. He like rolls the punches like you throw that punch, he'll roll off the punch and shit like that. So his defense is world class defense at 168 pounds. Last point, then I'm gonna close out. You know what I'm saying? It's been a great conversation. Shout out to y'all brothers. Hey, I listened to the interview with Charlo because I wanted to hear how a 58 pounder just, and it's not gonna be like just with like everybody, but just how did the 154 pounder feel moving up to 168 off the first scrap? And he
mm-hmm,
said, man, I did feel like a little slower. I wish I would have came in with like more weight. And once I got hit with some shots, it made me do some things differently. And Saul did take some things away from me that I was trying to do. So
mm-hmm.
my point is bringing those things up is it's like, yes, everybody body is different, But I noticed that even with Floyd, with Manny Pacquiao, even with Saul, when they moved up these weight classes, there were catch weights, there were acclamation fights. Even Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the things that they said was, "Hey, yo, Spence, you made a mistake because you let Bud get acclimated to the weight class." I feel like there's just some kind of skipping of steps going on, where it's like, yes, you are a great fighter, but are you like just like I could argue, you all are making the great argument that Saul is breaking down. Like I can make the argument, hey yo, he's moving up as a 38-year-old to a 168 weight class where now we're getting into linebackers and giant men where shit is just different up here. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like we don't know how your body's gonna feel, how you're gonna acclimate. Like the speed might not be the same speed. You know what I'm saying? Like the footwork might not be the same footwork, and it just might be a little different. So like you've been saying, Greg, we gotta just see. But I'm just posing those points as like, all right, well, I don't want to just bypass those points because we don't know. Like you're skipping a step and you're going to the best guy. You didn't go to 160. You ain't do no catch weights. You ain't fight a lower guy in the class. You're going to the best guy in the class, and you're saying that because we're the same height and you have a little reach on me that we're the same guy. And it's really not like that. But that's what the fight is for. So shout out to the whole shit. That's why
It's
I want to
one
see it.
is one thing that I like that you brought up, right? You brought
Mm.
up football, right?
Yeah.
Them niggas be 330 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Running backs be 200, 220, sometimes 230.
Yeah.
Linebacker be 215 up to like 265.
Mm-hmm.
The a DB might be 180 up to like 210. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
They ain't got time to be worrying about what somebody weigh.
Mm-hmm.
We out here. We getting
Mm-hmm.
it in. What
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is, right? Bud has proven to us that weight is not really the issue. It's going to be the styles. You brought up Charlo again. It's two things about Charlo that I want you to understand. The education ain't the same because Charlo's been getting away with their size and their intensity level for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about Jamel Charlo, do we really talk skills or we talk just a beast? He
I
a
think it's a
beast.
little bit of both. But
Yeah,
but I'm gonna give you the credit. Like I'm gonna give you as the great boxing mind. I give you that. I think he has some skill. But you're right. He
yeah.
does have that veracity and that beast and that just killer in
Yeah,
him. So
but
yes.
like
No,
he
no,
does he
I'm a,
does a bigger pause than a number of the fighters that he fought at 154. You know, like a Tony Harrison or somebody like that. Like
No,
he,
I'm gonna give you that. He definitely got some skills. I'm not saying he don't have no skill. I ain't saying that. But
Mm,
I'm saying he's more beast, if anything. But it's something else I want to point out again. How much fighting do you have to do in life when you walking around with a twin brother that's the same fucking size? You ain't gotta really fight. Cause you know why? If you get swung on, a motherfucker gotta fight two of y'all.
mm-hmm.
That's automatic. I
Yeah.
know, I know right now, as a 38-year-old man, if somebody touch one of my brothers, and all my brothers is grown, but if somebody touch one of them, they gotta fight me too. Bud Crawford is all been on him. He got sisters. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that his mom is on record saying, I used to pay people to fuck him up because I wanted to humble him. Cause he think he the baddest motherfucker in the world. Here we go. So
hmm
this ain't so when I said earlier he want the fight, I'm not saying he don't want the money. Of course he want the money. But this a motherfucker that really love to fight. Think about that. Your
he's a
mom had to,
lifelong competitor.
yeah, your mom had to pay people in the neighborhood. She ain't had no business paying these little boys to try to fuck up her son. But that's how bad she was trying to humble her son. What do that tell you about him?
He's a very violent motherfucker.
But he also think highly of himself. He
Okay.
think he could do it. And
That's
when you
fair.
think you can do something, you know what I mean? A lot of times you may be able to pull it off.
That's fair. That's fair,
Hey,
man. Hey, bro, I appreciate y'all, brothers, man. I'm gonna just listen in, bro. Shout out to y'all, bro. I'm out.
word, word.
Appreciate you, brother Khaled.
Word for sure. Hey, Greg, like you say, he a competitor. It don't matter if it's in the boxing ring or trying to wrestle people outside the ring, whether it's for play or whatever. He'll do anything in order to win. Anything. And he just has that winning mentality, regardless of who it is or what it's about. It could be boxing, wrestling, spades, basketball, it don't matter. That's the mentality that Bud Crawford has. So we stepping
Even
into
ping pong, boxer source.
what's that? What's that, Ant?
I said even ping pong. You seen how
Oh
competitive
yeah,
him
yeah,
calling
yeah,
Andre Ward was on that pit. Yo, Bud is trying to
yeah.
win at everything, bro.
Everything. So he has this opportunity, as I mentioned before, to be the guy as the number one fighter in this era, and it be the Terrence Crawford era. So he's approaching this like, hey, all right, I know I got this shot to be that guy that I will prove to everybody that I'm the one, not Canelo, not Spence, not any of those guys. It's me.
And I don't want to seem like a broken record. I'm not saying Bud gonna go in there and beat Canelo ass. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, hear me out again. Most mothers, when they see their kid fall, oh my God. When they kid come in with a crazy scar, oh my God, what happened to you? His mom was paying people to fuck him up. Think about that. So what kind of kid is we dealing with? What kind of person is this? This gotta be a sick motherfucker if
Bro,
your mother is trying to
bro,
pay people to fuck you up.
I've seen this dude like wrestle, like it'll be his boys and everything like that, right? But I've seen him like wrestle his boys like out of the spur of the whim, like out of nowhere. Like they just show like a video about like him wrestling some cat with like Devin Haney or something like that. But it was more like a play type thing, right? But that's his mentality. He's a competitor. Listen, he wanted to show that he was like better than Floyd Mayweather when both of them are in the gym.
Right,
That's his
right.
mentality. So
That's another crucial point though, boxing source the wrestling, man, that often gets left out with Bud is his strength. As an Errol Spence fan, when I really felt like it was going sideways for Errol, I think it was around round 3. And you know how Errol's real good on the inside. He'll frame a guy up and go to the body. He'll throw them hooks to the body. He tried to frame Bud up. Bud pushed him down there halfway across the ring. I said, it's going to be a long night.
it's over.
Bud's strong.
After that part,
You
it
see
was
this
over.
man deadlifting 450 in boots and jeans, bro.
Listen,
He's
I've heard
strong.
stories of him like literally pushing dudes that are like over 330, just pushing them like nothing. So I'm
Greggy
telling
Dollars.
you,
What's up, cousin?
My
welcome into
man,
the building.
what's up, man?
What's happening?
I've been trying, boxer souls. I've been trying to get Greg to come down and hang with me like you came and my man boxing souls came and kicked with me, Greg, for a whole day.
That's because he live around the corner. Shit, I'm 2.5 hours up.
Man, that ain't nothing.
No, it ain't. You right.
Ain't nothing.
I'm gonna come fuck with you for sure.
That's who you need to holler at, Greggy Dollars. When you any fight, my man, the credential man.
I already know about him.
That's Mr. Credential.
Hey, June, boy. Hey, June, get ready, June, man. I'm just say that.
Man.
Hey, all right.
What's June? Y'all talking about June? What's going on?
The
Keshan.
Keyshawn June.
Keshan.
I like Keyshawn.
Oh,
That's,
you on mute? Bang. What's happening?
What's going on? I got about 15 minutes, man. I just had to come holler at my gualos right quick one time, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? How y'all
yeah.
feeling?
What's happening with you, man?
We
Bang be
good,
set
baby.
tripping.
You say
No.
what?
Bang be set tripping.
Nah, don't nobody be on this whole shit tripping but you, boy. Ain't nothing in Texas but candy cars and whoop de whoop. Yeah, yeah,
And the
Hey
yeah.
Charlo
We
yo,
love the
brothers.
love. We
hey
And
yo,
the
love the
Char
love.
y'all
the
said
Charlos.
Keyshawn and Della Santos. Talk to me.
bro. I got Keshan in that fight. De Los Santos been out. I feel like Keshan is just as strong as De Los Santos. I feel like Keshan is just as fast and just as smart as De Los Santos. He might be even bigger than De Los Santos. I got
Yes,
Keshan in that fight.
he bigger than Del Santos. Now I just stood
Yeah,
next to both of them. I stood next to De Los Santos out of Atlantic City, with the Roman Villa and
Yeah.
Boots fight.
Boot joint.
hey,
Yeah,
they say they was trying to get Gary Antoine against De Los Santos, but De Los Santos his handler was saying that De Los Santos can make 130 easier than he can make 140. He
that
was
was
really
never
too
supposed to
small for
happen.
the
Stop
say it
listening to all
again.
rumors. Stop listening to all rumors. That was never
No,
supposed
no,
to
no,
happen.
no, 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 no. Not saying that it was supposed to happen. It's just something that people was interested in, like screaming, like, "Man, what about De Los Santos versus Gary Antoine?" So it wasn't like it was rumors of them getting ready to fight. It was just
Oh,
like a fantasy fight, like people just putting it out there. You know what I'm
that,
saying? But
That'd be a
De
good
Los
joint,
Santos
though.
too small.
hey,
I
let me.
think he's too
Yeah,
small.
I think he way too small. But look, one thing for certain, two things for sure. Always remember I told you this, right? And I ain't saying it because my man. Boxing source know him personally too, though. Twan is not turning down no fights. Any fight that they introduce to that man, he's gonna take it. Period.
Hey, so
Smart.
what you think next for him? Because he was calling out Shakur, but I think as a champion in 40, he got more work up there. He
Nah,
got
he.
better work than
So
Shakur.
listen, he ain't really called out Shakur, right? How that whole thing started, it kind of. I'm not even gonna lie, you know. I'm keeping it real with y'all. It kind of started from me, right? It started from me because I misinterpreted something and I brought it to his attention, and it wasn't really saying what I thought he was saying. And then, bruh, before I could even say something to him, bruh, on the interview and already like said what he said. So, but they actually, they cool. They actually not saying that it ain't like no Keyshawn and Shakur, like he wouldn't fight him, but they cool though. They got a friendship where though they call, talk to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
like how me and Greg is like that's my man. Greg, my man. But they offer a meal. They put a meal on the table, man. Me and Greg go in that ring.
For sure.
I
Absolutely.
can dig it. I can
We can
dig it.
hug it out after.
I can dig it. But now
But look,
I definitely got Keyshawn. I definitely got Keyshawn over De Los Santos, and I actually got him like stopping De Los Santos like between the 10th and the 12th,
stopping him. I
like
got him
late in the
dropping him.
fight, last quarter. Like I
I
got him
think
stopping him. I
I
got
don't think he's
Keyshawn
gonna stop
stopping
him.
him.
I got him dropping him
I-
though. I got him dropping him.
right,
I
right.
don't think he's gonna stop him because De Los Santos, like, he got a little hot with him, man.
Yeah, he do. He do. But
You can tell he one of them old Dominican
I think
gangbangers, like.
see this the thing. This the thing. This the thing. I seen Rayo. I seen Rayo dropping. I seen Rayo dropping. Um, I think Keyshawn might be a little stronger than Rayo, and I
Mm,
think he gonna get hit with more punches than what Rayo was able to get off on him. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And I still want to see that rematch, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wanted to see the De Los Santos against El
right.
Rayo with a full training camp, because
Yeah.
he took him on like a week's notice or some shit,
And
and he was preparing for a right-handed fighter. You
listen, I
feel
think the
me?
Rayo, the Rayo that Antoine fought, I think that Rayo would get De Los Santos a lot of problems. Like the bigger Rayo, big, healthy, you know, uh, defense a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like I
right.
think,
Better
I
on his
think,
feet. His feet a little bit better now.
yeah, I think Rayo got better now, man, and more mature.
Absolutely, absolutely. Since the De Los Santos fight, really.
Yeah,
Since the De Los Santos fight, for shit show.
back then he fought wild. You know what I'm saying? He thought that because he had a little punch. He felt like, what I'm saying, like everybody else ain't had no punch. Like
Right, 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 right.
like he,
I think the way that Gary Antoine beat Rayo is like it's on it's one of not so many ways that you can beat El Rayo, because Gary Antoine was just too ferocious for him. You feel me? He was ferocious and he was boxing him at the same time. But that speed the combos and the trickiness, not necessarily the slickness, but he tricky.
Um,
You know what I'm saying? Gary Antoine was real tricky out there. Not super slick, but tricky. You know
I
what I'm
think it's
saying? And that
activity.
power. Right. The amount of the volume. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I don't think De Los Santos can present that type of fight to a El Rayo. You got to really kind of scare that nigga. You know what I'm
Like,
saying? And I don't think De Los Santos can scare him. You know what I'm
like you
saying?
count
Like,
one hand from like 135 pound and up. How many people is actually throwing 953 punches?
right.
Like you rarely see that. Like 953 punches. That's a lot of punches.
Yeah. So if you're gonna be out there, taking your time with a El Rayo, bro, or even because Pitbull came with a lot of with a high volume, you know what I'm saying? But he parked his ass too. You know what I'm saying? He
Mhm.
parked that shit like quick. So it's kind of like I don't know, bro. I think Rayo will beat De Los Santos right now. If he moved back to 35, I
Mhm.
don't know. He might not do that, but I want to see that. But I do got Keshan over De Los Santos just to double
Yeah,
back
yeah.
on that. You
I
know what I'm
got that.
saying?
I
and
like that pick.
I think what people be missing about Keyshawn that's that's helping him a lot. He be going to these niggas' bodies, man.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, bro.
A lot of fighters they head hunting, and when you
Mhm.
go to a motherfucker body, that's when you find out if he really been training. That's when you find out what kind of balls he got. You know what I mean? Because motherfucker keep hitting you in your stomach and all in your belly and your ribs and all of those shit. You know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers don't want to keep fighting after that. You know what I mean? So I think that's where Keyshawn got an advantage too. He be ripping these motherfucker bodies out.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's definitely how he stopped what you call it?
Baranchik
The, yeah, Barenchik. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely how he
got him up
stopped
out
him.
of there in 4 to the body. Got him up
Hell
out of there
yeah.
quick.
Hell
Put a
yeah.
lot of
And
stuff on that man ribs.
hell yeah, he invest in that. If he invest in that jab and that body work early in the fight, I feel like De Los Santos might slow down. You know what I'm saying? He might start slowing down for real. He got the gas tank. He be in shape. You know what I'm saying? He be in shape. You know what I'm saying? So I just I don't
Hey,
know, man. I kind of got him stopping him, bro.
don't be surprised if it's in 4.
You saying
Mm.
4? Ooh,
I wouldn't be surprised because of
ooh,
the fact that Greg just brought up the fact that Keyshawn is efficient to the body. You got to take this into
absolutely.
consideration with De Los Santos. Last time he fought was 2023, November 2023 against Shakur,
Right,
and he was out. He
right,
had the blood clot, so we don't even know if the man been able to really get in
right,
shape in between time. So what is his conditioning going to be like? Because
right,
Keyshawn,
right,
I think
right,
he go to the
right.
body, he really going to test that conditioning for real. Damn near 2 year
Absolutely.
layoff, and you coming off of blood clots, you could get spooky real fast in there.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah. Hell yeah.
yeah, that's deep.
Espe- especially with that Bo Mac Kona, with that
Yep.
teaching that he getting and that game that he got a good game. That's the thing, bro. A lot of these niggas ain't got no game. Like Pitbull ain't got no game. Rolly ain't really got no game. Ryan ain't got no game. Like they just do certain things. You know what I'm saying? They don't really got no game. You gotta have like adjustments and all that. I think Keshan is a package, bro. That
Mhm.
boy's a package, bro, for real. So I
Yeah,
definitely
That
got
point though,
but and De
man.
Los Santos, De Los Santos got game too. I don't mean to cut you off. De Los Santos got a good game too. Solid, slick boxer. He's strong. You
Yeah,
understand what
but
I'm
he don't
saying? But
adjust though.
you say he who?
He don't adjust though. Like you seen this fight that he had against William Foster.
mm.
William Foster
Absolutely,
ain't the
absolutely.
slickest dude in the world. He
Yeah.
was able to just outmaneuver him damn near the whole fight.
Who you
And I
talking?
Right,
think the
right, right,
most,
Talking about De Los Santos, it's
Oh,
almost
yeah,
like
De
he
Los
has one
Santos. I
gear.
think he's just too malleable. It's
Yeah,
like
he
if
has
you
one
get him into a fight, then he gonna
gear.
fight. If you could box him like Shakur did, Shakur was keeping him at bay with foot feints. People talk about Shakur was running around the ring. You really go watch that fight. It was foot feints. Every time he feinted, the man was stopping in his tracks. And a lot of it had to do with Cello, his coach, was telling him every time he placed his foot here, he getting ready to punch or move off. So
nah, he was
Shakur was
running too
just
though.
freezing him,
Shakur
freezing
was
him.
running too though. He was running too. He was running too. He was jumping way out of like I'm talking about way out of range, whereas though he couldn't even land no punches. If he tried to throw a punch from he was hopping all the way out the pocket. Like if you watch his footwork, I'm talking about every time Del Santos fainted, he hopping out the pocket. Like
He'll take it like a step back, basically.
yeah, he'll hesitate like back, and then once you throw the punch here, you'll jump all the way out the pocket. Like there's no way you
He
can hit
did
the
have
punch.
those moments, but my thing with that is, if you already say the man ain't got no power, the man only threw about 2 left hands in 4 rounds, so clearly he's compromised. At what
Mhm.
point do you step to him? If you don't respect him, it's supposed to look like Sean Porter versus Paulie Malignaggi. Remember how that fight looked?
Hey,
The man had no respect for
no,
Paulie's power,
what,
just mowed through him.
hey, no, you was
De Los
out there at the
Santos was
armory for that
hesitant.
fight.
Nah.
Yeah,
Mm.
man, shoot, man, Porter done beat that Paulie up, man, filling the post on
I was
that
in the
dude.
army for Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins though.
Oh shit, yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That floppy ass fight. I hate that was the worst fight ever for me, bro. I hated
Oh, they
that
fought
fight.
twice though. They fought twice.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the second fight. The first fight was clean. The
No, the
second
first.
fight was
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. The first fight was
the
indeed
first
clean.
fight.
The first fight.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about that second fight. That nigga Bernard, boy, that boy was James Harden out there. LeBron James, all them niggas
You know that was the
flopping.
first.
He
That was the first
hit
fight.
me.
That's the first fight. The first pro fight I went to ever.
What the first fight with them too?
Yeah, that was the first pro fight
Yeah,
I ever went to.
that's fire.
I
That's
was
Which
12
fire.
years. I was 12 years old when they fought.
yeah, I was about to ask you. Yeah, you had to be. Yeah, 12
Yeah, that's
young.
fire.
That was a
That's
Yeah.
good
fire.
fight.
I'm definitely going to that Bam fight in Dallas in July. I got to go see the young boy show
July
out.
19.
Y'all like
I
Ben?
Man, bro, Bam is him, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, he is becoming his own person. But I like how they was having him on Boots undercards, like as the co-main event.
yeah, the
That's the
co-main.
good.
Yep. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
that was
He
fire.
worked for it, boy.
I thought we was gonna get a little bit more of that, but shit, he becoming his own main event. So I definitely respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, y'all heard about? Oh, hold on. How y'all didn't talk about this though? What y'all think about the fight of the year beginning of 2026?
Who you talking about?
Who already committed beginning of 2026 to fight? They promised they gonna fight.
In a way, in Junto.
Yep, Nakatani and anyway.
Mm.
Nakatilia finna fight Abdullah Mason. What y'all think about that
They
though?
about Nakatani about to fight anyway 2026 at 122 pounds.
Right.
That's
That's
gonna
his
be. That's
cousin,
gonna
ain't
be.
it?
That'll be a good scrap, man. That'll be a
That's
real good scrap.
that's his cousin though, right?
No, they ain't
No,
discussing.
no, no. Bang was
That
talking
nigga
about straight
Greg.
fire
I'm
Nakati.
talking about Nakatilia. Nakatilia versus Abdullah Mason.
Yeah,
That's who I'm talking about. You know
bro,
what I'm saying? But I feel you on the Nakatani fight against.
yo,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a good one. With Nakatila and Abdullah. But
Hell yeah.
if Abdullah take care of business and get him out of there, they said he might fight 2 more times this year. I was like, what? Like,
Man,
come
they
on, man.
boy, they wearing that young punk out, boy.
They
I ain't
said
mad at them, no.
they
He the hardest working man at 135 for certain. Everything turn around,
Absolutely.
Abdullah in the ring.
Absolutely.
they
I
put
think
him on his
Nakashima
Absolutely.
is about
ass.
to be easy work though.
Hey,
Last
if
time you seen him in there with 2 punches, he was in there with Tito Mercado, got knocked out in 2 rounds. He was in there with Raymond Morataya, got stopped in 2 rounds.
Who you talking
Nakatila
about?
can punch, but he
You
can't
talking
take a
about
punch.
Nakatila? Okay,
Yeah,
okay. You talking about Nakatila, right? Okay, I got you.
yeah,
I
he
got you.
can. He got popped, but he can't take a punch. Every
Didn't
time
didn't
he in,
Shakur
he
drop
in there with
him?
a puncher. Shakur dropped him
Didn't Shakur?
twice.
I thought he did.
Right. So it's still a good fight for Mason at this level. And I think, to be honest with you, bro, with him getting in there with a former like contender like that, I think that'll be, you know what I'm saying. After that, we can start talking like some bigger names. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep,
I think it should just be forward motion from here on out. If he
that,
beat Nakatilia like in an Abdullah Mason type of fashion. I
mm-hmm.
think it should be forward motion, just like how they got Keshan after he fought
What they're doing,
who you say?
No, I said that's what they're doing, just like the Keyshawn, like you were saying, his plan from last year.
After the Pedraza fight, right? It's been
Pedraza,
forward motion
then
ever since.
Dueño, then Lemos. That's
Right, right,
exactly what
right.
they're planning on. Because remember,
Yeah,
he was supposed to fight. What was it, Cabrera?
right.
But Cabrera had to be scrapped out. So I don't know. They might rehash that later this year.
Hmm. Yeah, man. Forward motion, man. Long as they keep getting, long as his competition keep getting better and better, and then like, but if his competition keep getting better and better like that, he gonna have to stop fighting so many times in a year. Because it ain't gonna be that many. It ain't gonna be that many names. Know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? They're gonna start running out of names unless he just get. Know what I'm saying? Unless he just want to stay active and he can't get that right fight, and they got somebody there to get out there with him. Then I'm all for it. But from if he beat Nakatilia in great fashion, I think it's forward motion from here on out for Abdullah.
Hmm.
so they
Yeah,
got him
yeah.
as high as number 4 in the WBC right now.
Damn.
They got who is number 4?
Abdullah Mason.
Oh, that's
Yep.
fire. That's fire. That's
And they
fire. That
got him
means
at
he's
number
a
6 in the
contender, top
WBA
5.
too.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, top
Number
10,
6 in the
top 10
WBA.
now. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's fire. That's fire. Hell yeah, forward motion from here on out. We got to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? But excuse me, they building him up though. They definitely building that boy up, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Ball, man. If you coming out the amateurs and you a decorated youngster, ball the best route to go in the beginning because he gonna put you on the fast track for sure, for
Hmm.
sure.
Is that
You know what I'm
is him
saying?
and Bruce Trampler and Brad Goodman? They the ones that make those fights for him and properly build them. So they really working it there with Abdullah Mason.
Absolutely, absolutely. Young humble cat, man. I definitely respect this game. I seen somebody on the boxing board saying Abdullah Mason, he ain't even got no jab. I'm thinking like a jab. What are you watching, bro? Like this is what makes him such a standout because of how mature his jab is. He don't just got like a regular jab. He give it to you in different angles. It's strong. It's fast. Like, come on, bro. That's like his bread and butter right there.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
yeah, nah, I definitely rock with Abdullah, bro. I definitely rock with Abdullah for sure, for sure. Oh yeah, we can.
Yeah, that John was tripping, man.
Who
Yeah,
mine?
we were saying earlier, StreamYard been bugging, yo.
Yeah, I was stuck in between stream yards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh, oh, yeah. Hey, box. Hey, you ain't ever seen my office two boxing shows. I'm in the joint now.
Yeah.
My office.
Okay, look, I'm still tuned in. I got to get back to it. These the people that pay me right now.
Bang, get with you, bang.
I got you, baby. Sunday dinner, we coming. We live in Philadelphia
What you building
Sunday
sidewalks?
afternoon, man. Y'all
Yeah,
You
pull
yeah.
build,
up.
you building sidewalks, bang?
Say it again.
I said, what you building sidewalks?
Am I building sidewalks? I look like I'm outside. I deal with liquor, bro. I work at a warehouse that distribute liquor.
Oh yeah, give me some booze.
A whole lot of
I got
liquor.
you. I'm gonna email it to you. I'm gonna email you as many cases as you need. That's Spanky's booze.
Spanky
Hey man,
Johnson.
hey man, salute to all y'all, man. Y'all get at me, man.
My
Yeah, for
nigga.
sure.
All right.
Hey, where my
Nigga
man
said-
EH at? Greggy Dollars.
Who?
EH.
He was riding through the mountains. This joint was acting up.
Yeah, he was on earlier, man.
My
Yeah,
man, a real trucker. He be on that joint every time in the truck.
yeah,
Every time,
he was getting
yo.
that shit in. You know
Well,
the
so what y'all, but
niggas
y'all still ain't tell me what y'all think anyway and
anyway,
Nakatani.
anyway gonna stop him, man.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You gonna stop Nakatani. That's his little cousin, man. He gonna
That's
treat
not
him
that
just
nice, cousin.
I like Nakatani though, and he nasty. I just think what Inoue is proven to me is he got gears, man. He got some of these dudes got 3 gears, some of them got 4, some of them got 5. Inoue got a full 6, man. He got all the gears.
Hold up. So you saying when he on the juice or when he off the juice?
Either way.
Because when the Inoue in Japan look totally different from the Inoue in America fighting.
But guess what? He get you out. He get you. That motherfucking intensity level is crazy.
went to another level in
I,
in that fight
yeah,
against.
but I think, but this is what I think though. I think The way he fought in Vegas, right? He can't beat none of the least at 135.
But you just jumped up 3 weight classes.
I'm saying that's what he's saying. He trying to get up there to fight. He's somebody want to fight Tank.
Nah,
Nah,
he ain't say that.
He
he
what?
said
You never heard him
126.
say that?
He ain't talk. He's talking like that because that shit sells. But he ain't trying to fight no fucking Tank.
Man, they've
He
been
said,
talking
"Well,
about that for
last
the
fight
last
is
couple of years.
126, and that's it."
Man, he going there with Tank. Tank gonna turn his ass right into a sushi roll. They gonna turn. They gonna come out
Yeah,
with the new. They gonna come out with
listen,
the new
bro.
in your way sushi.
Bro, what was it? Espinoza said he waiting for anyway to come up to 126 so they could fight.
Yeah, that's the one I want to see.
Man,
That's the one I want to see.
Espinoza did our guy dirty, yo, man. Like, man, the kid Vasquez is out there. We thought he was gonna do something. Like you was talking about that when you fighting them taller fighters and punching up and all that type of stuff. That's what Kid Vasquez was doing early, man, and it kind of like took a lot out of him. And man, Espinosa just went to work, boy. I was like, God damn, boy, he was beating.
He a big mean motherfucker. I like that kid.
Man, it was crazy, man. Hey, it was just calling your name, man. You back
Yeah,
out there?
boxing stars. That's a sensitive topic for me. You know, Emma
Yeah,
Vasquez is
I
my
know, I
favorite
know.
fighter, man. That's
That's
my
why.
guy.
That's why. I had to go ahead and say it because I know that's your guy. But I was like,
I'm
damn.
still pissed about the Ray Ford decision and the Joe Cordita decision. But that's my guy, man. I don't be caring about guys having losses. I like the fact that the man went out on his feet. He ain't get knocked out, never got dropped, never touched the canvas, even if he did. But he showed a lot of heart and determination. I was like super proud to be like, yo, that's my favorite fighter right there. You
Yeah,
talk
man.
about laying it all on the line and just bringing your hard hat. That's all you can ask for. You know what I'm
He
saying?
turned right around
And
and he said he's
with
right
that
back at
body shot in the fourth round, I damn near threw my cat out the window. So I'm
it.
like, oh, it might be over for my guy because I seen the way he was railing back to the ropes. I was like, golly, that
Yeah,
right hand to the body that Espinosa landed, serious.
it was wild, yo. Yeah. But he's right back at it. He right back in the gym. So he looking to get back in the business. So me, I'll catch up with him.
And he put in a lot of work for that camp too. That's the other thing that's like very disappointing. Is that I wasn't even really tripping off the fact that he lost, but I knew how hard he worked for that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude, he had a 10-week camp, and for him not to get the result that he wanted,
Mm-hmm.
that was more disappointing for me. I'm like, damn, like I know he worked, he put in a lot of work for that. So, man, respect these fighters. To all the fans out here, respect these fighters for the work that they put in.
Yeah, you said it was different too, because he didn't, go out to like Vegas to do the work. He was there around home, so he could, be around his family, be around his daughter, and all that type of stuff. So he was, like you said, he was feeling real good, going out there to Vegas and stuff. So, man,
And the fact that he went back down to 126 too. You know, his past couple fights been at 130. He ain't been down at 126 since like what, Ray Ford or something like that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
he put in a lot of work to make that 126 limit. And I was gutted for him because I was hoping he was gonna get that title because this is the second title fight. Last time Joe Cordina, he got a bogus decision if you ask me. You seen the way he reacted after the fight. He was like, yo, they did it to me again.
yep,
A lot of people felt like he won the fight against Ray Ford. But it is what it is. If you're gonna see your guy lose, at least it's to a guy like that. Like Espinoza is a serious dude. He's a serious dude, man. That dude is serious.
yeah, man. Right now, you're looking like the class of the division right now. So I don't know if Carrington will have to do a lot of work to get to that cat, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Where is Shushu? Like where is he in his career?
He be acting like it's make or break because of like he talks about his age and being in the game for as long as he is. So he's like, yo, we gotta get in the mix for a world title fight. So if they're gonna have this thing for was it Fulton and Foster at 130, then maybe they'll try to work for Shushu to get an interim title. Wait on Fulton.
Yeah, it is kind of make or break at this point for him in his career because of the age. He's 28 now. And when you look at where he is in the rankings, he's right there, number one in the WBO. Rafael Espinoza is a top ranked fighter. There's no reason why that fight shouldn't be happening in house. You know what I'm saying? Make that fight happen. He's also number one in the WBC. He's number two in the WBA, and he's number four in the IBF. So you can't just keep fighting Sagawa. No disrespect to Sagawa, because he gave Shushu a hell of a fight. Arguably won the fight. He gave him a hell of a fight.
You talking about the African boy, right?
The African dude. He had me worried.
He was like real close, man.
I ain't gonna lie, he had me worried. But he got to get himself in the mix with one of these champions, because he can't be fighting these other guys, Brian DeGracia and all them other dudes. That ain't gonna cut it. It's championship. It's time to either shit or get off the pot with Shushu.
I gotta see if somebody gave me an update on them, you know, because it should be about that time. I know that I talked with the WBO president, but he went through the whole championship situation like really fast, right? So I gotta like go back in the video and see if he talked about it. You feel me? So yeah, I think with Carrington there at number one in the WBO, they should go ahead and fix that order, put in that order. Make that fight happen. As you said, it's in-house, top rank. Make it do what it do. I just got to wait to see what happens with Top Rank and their network deal and who they're going to be with as far as like distribution, because you see they don't have nothing really planned after June 21st as of right now. So until we, have that figured out or sorted out, then I don't know what they're going to do next.
Didn't Bohachuk call out one of the champions though? I know he called out Scooter, but then he called out who's the other champion besides Espinoza?
Who you said?
Angelo Leo is the other champion, the IBF champion.
Yeah.
At 26?
At 26, yeah.
Yeah, Angelo.
Who had the 26 belt? I thought he had a 22 belt because he just beat Alberto Lopez, right?
That's 126.
Oh, that's 126.
Yeah, 122. Anyway, got one. He got the IBF.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Damn. So Shushu called down Angelo Leo then.
Yeah, probably.
He's four in that sanctioning body, two in their ranking. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because he never mentioned Espinoza's name. I know he was saying he wanted Scooter. He never mentioned Espinoza, which was kind of odd to me because they on the same. You know what I'm saying? Under the same.
He's actually mentioned him several times. He's mentioned him on Sean Zitel's joint on Fight Hype, and I think also with Ring Magazine. He mentioned one.
Okay.
Yeah, he called him out.
And maybe he'll be at this joint. Maybe he'll be at this press conference tomorrow, man. Bruce Carrington be everywhere, boy.
I like Shushu, man, but I don't think he can beat. I don't think he can beat Scooter, and I don't think he can beat Espinoza. It might be a good fight with him and Angelo Leo, but Angelo got some experience in, man. But I don't know, man. I haven't seen them levels with Shushu, man. I haven't seen, like G was just talking earlier about them gears. I haven't seen that with Shushu. He's got good skills. He's intelligent. He know what he's doing. But I ain't seen them gears with him, man. And I don't think he can deal with the champions. But you got to fight him because, like you just said, he can't go nowhere else. He can't fight all them other guys.
Can't go nowhere else.
Right there.
I was at that fight there with Suleiman Sagawa, man, and that one was mad close. So he gotta pick it up to another gear if he's gonna fight these champions at 126.
Man, did y'all watch the pro box fights with that young boy Val Saint? He stopped the boy, he broke his rib. Oh my God.
Yep. Hey, Darrell Val Saint is one of those guys that they have there in pro box, man. Up and coming. He's there around like 13, 14-0. From that area, you know what I mean? So he's definitely building up there in that particular weight class. So you're gonna see a couple of fights of him on pro box.
Hey, so that's my second time seeing him. Hey, so pause. The way they was talking about him, so I'm watching, and in this fight, I watched him figure it out, make
Yeah,
adjustment, and stop the bull because he was having trouble with that bull because that bull was tough and he
yeah,
kept coming. Like that
yeah,
bull was not gonna stop coming. He was gonna have to make that bull stop, and he did it. I was like, man, he one of them ones, bro. He
mm-hmm.
one of them ones, man. I like
Yeah,
that. I'm definitely a fan of his now. I'm definitely gonna be keeping my ears open for when he fighting. I was impressed. He impressed me, man.
yeah. One of my folks was talking about him, like, "Hey, be on the lookout for him." But I've been seeing him on the pro box there for his past few fights. So yeah, he's definitely a good talent. I
Yeah,
mean, you got him. You got who else they building up over there? Nicholas Flies too. That was on the card with him.
Ooh,
Hey, I saw him at the Pro Box joint over in Plant City last year. But yeah, he's on his way up too. He's
Flies
really
is what weight is that?
he's at 147 actually. All right.
Flies?
Nicholas Flies,
yeah.
yeah. He got like a couple losses, but he was supposed to fight in Philly against Gabriel Maestre on their Pro Box card they had up there. But he had like an injury or something. So
I watched the card. I'm trying, but I fell asleep on it honestly because I was just getting off the road. So
was
football thing fight. I gotta watch it again. I remember the name though. I remember Nicholas Flies. I'm trying to remember the fight.
yeah,
Ah,
he was in the co-feature joint, I think. So yeah, he was doing his thing.
He's smooth, man. He moved like he listening to music or something.
yeah.
You see Fly, like the way he fights, he
Yeah,
Mhm.
got like a real rhythm to his style.
Hey
word.
fellas, I don't mean to cut the fun, man,
Yeah. Hey,
but
listen.
I'm fried.
Hey,
Hey
I feel
G,
you, man. I gotta get you. I
hey
gotta
G,
get you too, bro.
this is what I wanted to say to you, G.
What's up?
Listen, man. I watched the fight this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Give boxing one more year, man. Cut everything, G. Go clean. Go get your conditioning back. Do this shit like you 20 years old, bro. Give it one more year. Seriously, G. Give it one more year, man. If man, these promoters gonna set you up with 2, 3 more fights, G. You got it, G. You know what to do in the ring. You just got to get that conditioning and shit back.
Yeah,
G,
they
give,
going.
give, give, give boxing one more year, man. Just go get clean, train, eat right. Just do it. Just give it 12 more months, G.
If I do that, they gonna try to do me like they did JFK.
Nah, we ain't gonna let them, G. Fuck that. You got a platform now. They ain't gonna be trying to say, oh no, well look, we just want you to fight Klitschko. Nah, fuck that. You gonna
Yeah,
give me a fight with a motherfucker in my weight class, like you said, my same size, we evenly matched. Nah, fuck that dumb shit. We ain't doing no crash out shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm
You,
saying? I
no,
watched the
you ain't.
fight, man. Get back and shake. Just give it a shot. I mean, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Cause you smarter now. You know what to do now. You got the young, like you said, I got the motherfucking champ walking me out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like, man, you got the knowledge now. You got somebody in the city that got a little weight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So,
They
it's
going.
like you can't just put me in here with any fucking body. I got, man, my young boy right here saying, no, y'all ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm
They
saying?
they gonna hate me. They gonna hate me real bad.
Man, fuck that, man. You got a platform now. You got some folks behind you. Fuck that. We ain't having that, nigga. We gonna write letters or something. Fuck this shit.
My nigga.
You
I
know what I'm saying?
appreciate.
Get some fights, G. You got some folks behind you, man. Do that shit, homie.
I
Do it,
got you.
man. Do it.
Oh,
You
no,
gotta
you
do
right.
it, man, because you gotta be able to put these fights in the doc when you do that documentary, nigga. You know
No,
what I'm
you right.
saying?
You right about
No,
that.
but seriously though, G, I was thinking about that shit when I watched the fight. I'm like, man, this nigga, all he needs to do, man, give yourself a year, get back in shape, man. You know what I mean? Get you a couple good fights in, man. Like, yeah, man. Go out
My
with a
mom.
bang, man.
That's what. That's what. That's what my mom used to always say. Why you just don't take a year off and train? Just train.
Yeah,
Shit.
man. Just make the sacrifice, G. Make the sacrifice. Do it, man. You know what I'm saying? If these dudes going, you know what I mean? Because you done built your name up now. You know what I'm saying? You know that's what everybody be on. Don't nobody know him. Yeah, but this motherfucker can fight, but don't nobody know him. All right, well,
Yeah.
motherfuckers know me now, nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You
I'm gonna
got
have
to
to
do
go,
the other part though. You got to do the discipline part. Get in shape. Take the shit seriously. Really, really. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to go in the jungle, EH.
Man, do it. Do it. Cut all this shit off. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Look, I ain't gonna be doing the streams for a minute. I'm about to go, you know what I'm saying? Go do what you got to do, man. Get in that gym like I be in this truck, man. Fuck.
Real shit.
You know what I'm
Real
saying? That's what
shit.
you do, man. That's your motherfucking life, homie. Like you could have went and did a whole lot of other shit, homie. You been in boxing, man. Like that's what you do, man. Do that shit, man. Do that shit.
Mm,
And if it's for real, like these dudes gonna get you a couple fights, they gonna put you on some cards.
yeah.
Shit, you might work your way up to a Jake Paul or some shit. Who knows, man? You never know. You see how this boxing shit is getting real? This shit is on some real entertainment shit now.
Like wrestling. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get you a couple good bags before you step out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And just be strictly training. Man, fuck,
Real
man, they
shit.
throwing this money out the motherfuckers. G, go get some of that money, man.
You ain't lying. I'm with you. I'm gonna
G, go
try.
get some of that money, man. No, I ain't no try to do that shit, man.
I'm gonna try
Just
my
do
best.
it. Man, get
I
in
got
shape, put everything out, get in shape, man. Go get you a couple big bags, man. That shit
they
is
gonna
there for you, man.
they gonna think I'm getting high on.
Yeah, let them think what they want.
They gonna think I'm fucking with that shit.
Man, let them think what the fuck they want, man. Go get them bags, nigga. When they see you in that motherfucking ring, they gonna be like, oh shit, this motherfucker really got it. Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, we gonna get it popping though. I got you. I'm gonna get it in. I got you.
All right, Jay.
I gotta go in the cell. I got you. Get
All
with
right,
me,
all
EH.
right.
I appreciate you coming through too, man.
For sure. Appreciate you, man. You know, we love to talk about this boxing, man. Appreciate you.
Real shit.
All right, Jay.
Appreciate the love, y'all. GHB TV, man. With another one. It was a lot of jewels being dropped in this one. I think y'all need to come through and check this one out. It's a good joint. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. The preferred way to donate to this channel would be Cash App, GregieCash, GREGIE Cash. Fuck with me. Get with me.